field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll start with the option. They begin with a quick throw out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson will fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. But most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. gun. It's a give to Cook. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
All right, what are you doing?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
We'll get 3 up to midfield.
32 on the carry.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Qs. And the return comes to a right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Connection made with Chenault. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 39 yards there, a big one.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the
that play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Steps away to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
For the extra point.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Bears 14, Vikings 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to...
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked up at the 46. And they will set a shot at their own 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Bears.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. And they'll move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Going up top. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this carries into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Taken down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll have the first down past the 40. Able to complete this to Chenot. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. This is picked up by the Bears. And the time will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He's tackled at the
a 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
All right, come downstairs.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, throw left side complete. That's James. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as they lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flush through. They can't find anywhere to go. And it goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter,
Hey,
3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Bears 24, Vikings 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Again, the ball carrier.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He was brought down.
That good for 22 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pick up there.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bears 31, Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
For him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's gonna have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that's caught by Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20. And that might just a return for a late touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. It's incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Taken down, a Bear sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit us first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And all is picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. Incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This one from 48 yards away.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
14.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore.